Hi guys, Tracy here, and I just want to share with you guys a bunch of layouts that I did during my Scrapagnza, which is me and 2 or 3 of my scrappy friends every year get together for a Scrapagnza crop at my place in my craft room. It's usually in the summer, but this year we were all too busy to get together in the summer. None of us had the same weekends that we could do it, so we kind of put it off, and then at the last minute we decided that we'd try to squeeze it into this calendar year because we really didn't want to miss a year of doing it. So we start early in the morning and we go until late at night. So it's, 12 plus hours of straight scrapping. We break for a quick lunch and a quick supper, usually take out Chinese food for supper, and then usually like frozen pizzas or something for lunch. So we have a really good time. It's nice to kind of connect with the girls who I scrapbook with and that sort of thing. And this year Tanya couldn't make it, but she came over and scrapbooked the night before, so it was nice to get to see her too. So if you're interested in it, you can check out my blog. I have a blog post about it today, and on this day I created 5 different layouts, but one of them is for a project that isn't gonna be public until later on this week or next week. So I can't share the 5th one, but I'll share with you guys the first 4. And there's no process videos for these because, well, it's kind of weird to be videotaping yourself when you have friends over, so I don't subject my friends to that. So this is the first one, and all of these 4, by the way, are for design teamwork that I did for scrapbooksuppliesonline.com.au. I will put the link in the information for this video. And this month, Sherry supplied me over at scrapbooksupplies.com, supplied me with the Crepe Paper Pretty Party collection. And you've already seen, I've done 2 process videos on layouts from that. One was Cute Cut, and I can't remember offhand the name of the first one because it was a while ago. But so these 4 are the rest of the projects that I made with that collection. So this one is called Butterfly Garden, and it's all of the paper on this one is from the collection. And I love that I got a chance to use these 4 photos of my daughters holding these butterflies, these pieces of orange with the butterflies on them. And this daughter, my older daughter, didn't even know it, but there was actually a butterfly on her hat the whole time. And we took pictures and showed her, but she was so enthralled with the butterflies in front of her that she didn't even clue in that there was a butterfly on her hat. So this was a really fun trip that we took to my sister's house in Moncton, New Brunswick. And because there are so many butterflies in this collection, I thought it was a really good paper collection to finally get these pictures scrapped, because these are from quite some time ago. I would say probably 2 years ago. I probably dated it. I might not have dated it. Yeah, I didn't. I left the date. I'm going to date it when I have to go back and figure out. I'll just write the date down here or over there, or date stamp it or something. But I would say it's about 2 years old. So anyways, I just kind of staggered the pictures like that and layered a couple of different pieces of the paper from the collection. So I took this yellow doily type of paper, and I just left the strip on it. So this is the manufacturer's strip that you can cut off. It has crepe paper on the back of it, and then this decorative strip you can use on another project, but I just left them together. And I did the same thing with this background green paper. I just left the border on it. I really like doing that with crepe papers. So I just kind of took a couple of large pieces of paper and layered them, and then put them all on this green piece of paper. And this is one of my favorite background papers. I'm not sure if you can tell the pattern on that, but it's a very faint tone-on-tone beige or taupe or whatever on a cream background. It's really, really pretty. It's an awesome background because it's just such a subtle patterned detail there. And then for embellishments, I used this chipboard girl. I really love the girls that came in this in this collection, and they're not the kind of die cuts that I would usually use, so I wanted to really challenge myself to use at least one of these girls. So that's what I was able to put on this layout. I think she's really, really cute, but it's just a bigger element than what I usually use on my layout, so I thought that this was a good opportunity for me to use it where there's the 4 photos. It doesn't seem so big. So, and I used the chipboard piece, and this collection comes with a die cut set of shapes in with the papers, and then I also had the chipboard set of the exact same die cuts, so I got double use out of all those shapes because I had them in die cut and like in die cut cardstock as well as in chipboard, so that was kind of nice. And then I used these butterflies from the die cut cardstock elements, and then this is a chipboard element. They're all from the collection. So the only things that weren't from the collection are the letters. So I used Studio Calico chipboard wood grain letters there to write out butterfly, and then I used October Afternoon mini market stickers to spell out garden, and then I just put my journaling below, and then I splattered 3 different colors of Mr. Huey's. Water cooler, custard, and I think this is sunrise. I'm pretty sure it's sunrise. I also have overdue, which is similar, but I think this is sunrise, which is a bit lighter. And then I just used some my mind's eye enamel dots from my stash, and so the Mr. Huey's and the enamel dots are the only things, and the letters are the only things not from the Pretty Party collection. So this was the first layout that I did, and I love how all these colors look together. I'm loving this collection. So then this is the next layout that I did, and so to start this one, what I did was I just kind of took this as a piece of the paper from the collection, and I just doodled around and outlined the scalloped border that was already on that background paper. And then I took a piece of paper just from my stash. This is an older piece of Studio Calico die cut paper, laser cut paper, I guess you might call it. And I just kind of laid it like this. Actually, I think I laid it like this. And then I just sprayed Mr. Huey's opaque white all over it. And that gave me this background. And so then I just layered more papers, and I put pop dots between, whoops, I keep throwing papers around. I put pop dots between these 2 layers, and I just curled up the edges like I often do. Oh! Thickers. I always go back and right before I put my layouts in my album, I actually get a lot of questions about why I don't glue down my thickers with extra adhesive, because they do often come off. I find that thickers are often sticky enough on their own. I know some people have trouble, and sometimes the chipboard ones are less sticky, and so when I'm doing my layout, I'm usually in such a rush to just, not really such a rush, I'm just kind of, I'm enjoying the process of doing it, that I don't want to stop and put extra adhesive on. And so what I do is I just kind of put them down without putting extra adhesive on them, and then over the course of the couple of weeks between when I do the layout, I usually show it on a video and I take some pictures of it, and then sometimes I'll display it up in like a plate rack in my house and stuff like that. If the stickers are starting to fall off of it, that's when I will usually re-glue it, or right before I put it into my scrapbook, I just kind of like take each sticker and I give it a little pull, and if it, like that one was coming up, so I would probably just put a bit of extra adhesive right before I slid it into the page protector. So that's what I do with thickers. So this also all from the Pretty Party collection. This is one of the border stickers. Crepe paper, I love their border stickers. So that's a really nice ruler. And then this was cut from a piece of the paper in the collection using my Creative Memories border punch tool thing. And then these are thickers from my stash, and this is a die cut doily that that a great YouTuber sent me, thank you. And then this I cut with my Silhouette. This is an Amy Tangerine camera from her first collection. And look, I got paint on my fingernails. So then I just layered an assortment of little papers and stuff and a little border punched thing, and cut that die cut out of the wood grain paper that came in the collection. And that was really all that I did. I did do some splattering on the background as well. So, and this is a tab that's one of the stickers in the collection. So this one was really fun and pretty simple to do. I did put a piece of chipboard, just a chipboard label piece in there. So that one was really fun as well. And now for this one I got a little bit stumped on because I was kind of challenging myself to make a masculine-ish layout with this super girly collection, because there's lots of flowers and butterflies and little dolls and stuff like that in this collection. But I had these pictures of my daughter and I on a truck ride at, I think this is at Upper Clements Park, and on a vacation that we took this summer. And so I was really wanting to scrapbook this, but I didn't want it to be a super girly layout. I wanted it to kind of emphasize the fact that we were doing the trucks for this one. So I just kind of, this one is kind of much more of a classic layout than what I usually do. It's got like everything is all matted and rematted and everything. And then all that I did was I slid a doily from my stash in behind. I used denim letter stickers. These are thickers in the Eric font, just to kind of emphasize the truck boyish kind of nature. And then I used die cut and chipboard flowers from the Pretty Party collection, and I sprinkled some Mr. Huey's. I think I used the same 3 colors. No, I just used 2. I used water cooler and custard on this one, and I just kind of made a diagonal line, and then I added the flowers and added the wood veneer stars afterwards. And so there weren't a whole lot of larger, oh, and I also added this Studio Calico wood veneer that says play. There weren't a whole lot of larger elements that weren't too girly, so I just chose this, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of a label. So, and then these are thickers as well. I think these are called Apartment, and they're in a red color. So had a lot of fun with this one, but I did get stumped at the embellishment phase. So I just decided to go with sprinkles for my embellishments. So now this one has to be my very favorite set of pictures that I've had in a long time to scrap with. In fact, I had so much fun scrapping these pictures that, oh, those are just little reflections on her sunglasses, that I think I'm going to re-scrap these. I already have them in my project life, and I scrapbooked this, but I feel like I might want to scrapbook these again for, maybe I'll put them up in her room or something. But anyways, I love how this layout turned out. The only thing that, and it was really simple and easy and fast, the only thing is that I wish that this section here was a little bit more asymmetrical. Like I kind of wish it came in like that, but I went a little overboard and I just kind of kept on adding, and I got into a bit of a wood veneer frenzy and couldn't stop myself. So it looks a little too triangular for my liking, but you know, I would have liked it to kind of have gone down like that, but it is what it is, and they're all glued on there, so they're not coming off. These are Amy Tangerine thickers, and then these are other glitter thickers that somebody sent me, and a chipboard butterfly from the collection, and a little sticker from the collection, and then more of the stars. Border punched 2 of the borders, and I pop dotted this one, which then, because I wanted to put the pictures on top of this, I then had to pop dot the pictures, which was really fussy for getting these pictures on here straight using pop dots instead of using regular adhesive. So that's something that I don't think I'll ever do again because it was too fussy. But lessons learned, and I really love this layout. This wood grain paper I think is the perfect background for this. I had another paper picked out for the background, but this wood grain is just, I really think that it does a nice job of providing some contrast to the pink in her dress. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. So I just wanted to let you guys know that my videos might slow down over the holidays, but I will pick up again in January. I'll probably get a chance to do some scrapbooking over the holidays, but I'm just not sure if I'll also have a chance to edit and process and upload all of those videos. So you might see a couple of videos from me over the holidays, or you might see a video here and there, and then maybe a whole bunch in January where I get caught up with the editing and uploading stuff, or I really can't predict how it's gonna go, but I will be back. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great holiday season, and yeah, I will see you guys, and I'll see you all in the new year if I don't see you before.